I cannot lie, I cannot fake. I hate to say it, but it's so much more effort for a person like me to be even cheerful. I don't want to be the, like the victim of my circumstances. I didn't want to be.
Did you have to pull yourself out from bouts of depression?
Like maybe, yeah. I used to get low and have periods, especially when I shaved my hair.
Yeah.
I would not go out, but that is because I was praying and I would be like, because you shave your hair, you feel so pious that I didn't even feel like stepping into the washroom. I want to be in a perpetual state of happiness where this state cannot touch me. I want my body to be functioning. I don't want people to be, I want to be in a healthy state where I'm useful to people. My husband Sanjay and Gauri were neighbors, and then Shah Rukh and Sanjay, they studied together in school and college. Then my son and Aryan, they went to university together. So we are more family friends, and Gauri's family is very, very close to me. Her brother, her sister-in-law, her mom, so when I got engaged, the first place, like before I got engaged, I actually went to meet Gauri's mother before I was even engaged. If I open up to you, I'm opening up to a very vulnerable person. It takes me really long for me to open up. My friends are more open to me. They'll share everything. They'll tell me everything. When I got married into the society and the Delhi, I had came from a very conservative home. So for me, it was very new, going out and things like that. I had to have a different personality, otherwise I would have got run over basically. So I had to have this persona which was a little bit more, intimidating the people. And
hello everybody, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Zoom Speak Easy. My guest today is so special. If you watched this season of Bollywood Wives versus Fabulous Lives, I bet that you absolutely love her. I'm of course talking about the gorgeous Shalini Passi. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you for having me here.
I am so happy we are doing this, Shalini.
So am I.
Other people in the show, all the ladies in the show, in the beginning kept thinking like you're doing this because you want the attention, or you're doing this because you're pretending to be this person. You know, when I watched the show, I just felt opposite of that, because I felt, how can you pretend to be this person for such a long time? Kind of took those comments, because even in the show you address it. You say, this is who I am.
Yeah. So it's very simple. If I wanted to wear a Cleopatra outfit, I did. And you can't wear something like that unless you own it, unless you feel it. So I'm somebody who's like, if I feel like something, I'll do it and I'll own it. Otherwise, it's not authentic. If I cannot justify it to myself, how will I justify it to the world?
So true.
So I'm not really conscious about what they are saying. It's their perception of me, right?
Right.
It's not who I am. I'm so much more than even what people are saying. Like this, I'm always changing, evolving, so it's just, I want to have this quality where no one can catch me. You pin me down and then the next moment I've changed, so that's what I want to be.
Talk about change. Shalini, how has life changed for you post the show?
I assumed, we all thought that of course the series will do really well, because that's what the information that we were getting from the people who'd seen it, like 2 episodes or whatever the media was shown. And we thought obviously there'll be a lot of fame, but what I've got is love, which I'm so grateful for. The DMs haven't stopped, the DMs per second, I keep replying to them. The love hasn't stopped. The love that has come to me is just, actually I'm very surprised. It's different to be famous and it's different to be loved. And I think being loved has given me, motivated me to do so much more,
This is so true, because people have gone and I'm sure searched. There are pictures of you from really, really way back that people have said, oh my God, look at her. She was still as gorgeous as she is today. I think pictures with Gauri and Shah Rukh and all of those pictures, I'm sure. Old pictures of you.
Pictures, yes.
When you saw those pictures going viral, talking about the times of meeting old friends who you were back then, how did it make you feel, and who were you back then?
Well, I was, I've been an artist. I do consider, even though I'm not trained, I didn't study art in college. But I identify myself as an artist and a creative person. For me, everything is about putting things together, you know, like whether it's the interiors or my outfit, or I mean, there's a line on the show which, and I'm, you know, doing my eyeliner without a mirror.
Yeah, yeah.
And my therapist like, how do you do that? I said, I'm an artist. The least I can do is paint my face. So without a mirror, I'm just applying the eye thing. And so I think I identify as an artist. And you know, before, like when I got married into the society and the Delhi, I had came from a very conservative home. So for me, it was very new, you know, going out and things like that. I had to like have a different personality. Otherwise, I would have got run over basically. So I had to have this persona, which was a little bit more, you know, like intimidating the people, and so that, you know, because inside I'm this person who's, and I was able to keep that child alive. So
You mentioned your therapist, and while we were talking about this, I remember in the show as well you say that, you know, you're very openly discussing how you feel.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't want to go back to who I was and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tell me, it was a difficult conversation, like you just said, right?
Yeah.
That you're a reticent person at heart. So, वहाँ से निकल कर.
So you know what happens is like there was a phase where, you know, that my son had gone to university. I'd achieved all the goals. I could, you know, travel when I wanted to. So there was, you know, there was this sense that what is my higher purpose, right? What is, why am I here, and why was I born, and was it I just born to, you know? And then things, I consulted a lot of people, a lot of gurus, tried to find the right answer, and then finally, like I said, you know, service. Service to humanity, mankind, and that will take me forward, and that gave me a goal. So having goals. But for me also, like if I'm giving so much love to everybody, I also need something, like I need something also which keeps me going.
बिल्कुल.
So people's love, my eccentricities, you know, I said, like I tell everybody, as vanity is my only vice. So please let me have it.
No, you must. You have some gorgeous.
And also, like till 2018, I had shaved my hair 4 times. So I shaved my hair completely in Tirupati Balaji. I donated my hair. And those years, when your hair is very short, you can't wear big earrings, you can't wear prints, you can't wear florals. I could only wear beige, greys, whites, off-whites, and just very drapey outfits. I couldn't wear even earrings because they would look funny, because you know, you have no hair and then you have earrings and they don't look good. So for me, it was like I'm now, this dressing is dressing with a vengeance, because I might shave my hair anytime, you know.
It's
so
like
for
a
me,
phase.
it's like not a phase. It's like if I feel like I'll do it, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, okay, let me wear the prints, let me wear big earrings, let me wear accessories, because for the longest time I had like just very short hair, and then I would shave again.
Sure. You know, you said vanity is my only vice. I'll say, but if it's a vice, you're doing extremely well at it, because you have some gorgeous looks that you've put together. Because we came to vanity, Seema was obsessed with you in the show. Would it take a moment for you to sit back and say, okay, what is happening? She kept mentioning how obsessed she was with you. Did that make you feel like, kya ho raha hai?
No, not really. I was okay, but like at once I thought, but like I just said it, but I didn't really care what she was saying or not saying. Because I'm just like on my own trip, you know. Like I know my hair's black. I know who I am. I don't need someone to tell me if I'm good, bad, you know.
Yeah. You know, because you said this, which is a very lovely point to make. At some point, I remember Kalyani and Riddhima like sat down with you to tell you that you are not voicing enough, like they are making fun of you maybe, and you know, you are not taking, and you actually kind of stood up for yourself and said that, but you know, I know what I'm doing. I think they assume that they have to protect you or whatever, but you know, there was more to the story.
So I was like, so the thing is that I know what's happening around me. It's not that I'm not aware, but it's like there's so many things like in our daily lives that are approaching us. We don't have to address everything, right? There are many things you just have to slide. And that's how you keep, if you start addressing every small thing, then you're just caught up and you can't see the bigger picture. So I just said I want to be, because I'm having a good time and I'm fine. And
You don't want to respond to all that.
yeah, I said I don't want to, because that's not who I am. And how can I go against the grain and just, you know.
Shalini, when people give you this kind of, let's say, a negative energy or a comment that might be like a sarky comment,
Yeah.
I'm sure not just in the show, in otherwise,
Yeah.
have you always dealt with this kind of positivity? It's very difficult. The natural reaction for a lot of people is to just snap back, right?
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
do it with a lot of grace. I want to understand how you do it.
Yeah, so the thing is that I think with time, with learning, with understanding, many years ago, maybe a decade ago, I have snapped at people. I have snapped back and then felt terrible about it. Terrible to, like, so guilty and overcompensated for the next 15, 20 years. Because the thing is that I cannot live with hurting someone. And I am witty and maybe intelligent, and my remarks can be very, very like, so I know that, like, and I couldn't live with myself after I said it. So I have decided that I want to go back to sleep thinking that I have done my best, I haven't hurt anybody unintentionally, and sleep peacefully, because sleep is very good for my beauty.
And you
Please,
don't want,
I don't
and
want to
skin,
interrupt myself.
say the line, the one that's gone
Say
viral.
the line.
Say it.
Say the line, yeah. I'm like, yeah, sleep is really good for my beauty and for my under dark circles and whatever.
I love
and
it.
man, I don't want to like when you hurt someone, tell me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And unintentionally also.
Sure.
You have that pinch in your heart.
Yeah, you feel bad.
You'll not feel good.
100%.
You'll not you'll be like, chalo, we'll do something. But in your heart, there'll be a pinch. So I want to be able to sleep at night peacefully. I don't want to have that pinch that I said something too strong to someone and they are hurt because of me, and I don't want to have that guilt. And and as you know, that sleep is so important to me, and it's really good to sleep because helps you not have dark circles.
And that has gone viral for sure.
Yes.
That I don't want the negative energy
Yeah.
impacting me at
Yeah,
all, which is
of
true.
course, which is true, because negative, it's like even if you say negative things and the other person feels sad, it's coming back to you, right?
Absolutely. Shalini, I think the only time that you got a little irritated was, I think, when the dropping wine had happened, among a little moments, right? When Riddhima said that by mistake she dropped wine.
Yeah.
And I think Karan later released a video saying that apparently she apologized. But it happened they couldn't show it because of some light issues or something like that, visibility issues.
Yeah.
Tell me what you thought of that, because I feel like I'm sure you have an opinion on it.
No, I think it was good. She apologized and it's great, Yeah.
Is it because I feel like you wanted it a little earlier? Did you think the apology came a little late?
No, it's fine actually. The thing is all water under the bridge and it's good. It's good, yeah. And I'm kind of proud of myself also that day, I was very conscious of everybody. I generally tend to prioritize my own comfort.
Correct.
But that day, if I would have walked off the scene, then it would have been, everybody would have had to wait. If I came back with an outfit change or, though I would have loved an outfit change. So perfect excuse.
Of course.
It was a perfect excuse, but then it would have delayed everybody. So I'm actually not thinking of what actually happened. I'm more thinking of my behavior, which I good work. Good, you were... it's like
you handled it.
Also have to tell yourself that this was good and this was not good.
Sure.
And, we are not perfect. We're shades of grey. So some behaviors, I'm happy that I sat there. I'm happy that I didn't delay everybody. And that's what I'm thinking,
Who would you truly say are people that you can call friends completely? Because when the conversation about are we good friends, everybody kept saying we are okay. Well, the Mumbai Bollywood Wives, said that no, we are thicker than them. That conversation came up.
Yeah.
How do you look at that today post the show?
So, well, as I said on the show with Seema, she said, who will hold your hand at 2 a.m.? I said, I'll hold my own hand. So I think for me, it's I honestly don't like to be dependent on people because there are many layers. If I open up to you, I'm opening up to a very vulnerable person. It takes me really long for me to open up. My friends are more open to me. They'll share everything. They'll tell me everything. And I need 100% trust and loyalty. Because for me, I'm a very vulnerable person. I'm very emotional. So for me, if I like get close to anybody very fast, I also feel afraid of getting hurt. So I'm someone who could be somebody else's best friend, but I would like, for me to open up to somebody to that level can take years. And even my closest friends would actually not know what's actually happening. Yeah.
So, would you call anyone friend from the show?
Yeah, they all are my friends, they're my sisters. We all are destined to be together, I think.
But you wouldn't say close friend, but everybody's like friends in that.
Yeah, we're all friends. We knew each other socially, and
We spoke about the pictures that went viral when you were younger, and which had Gauri and in Shah Rukh's party and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You share a beautiful relationship with Gauri and a friendship for years with Shah Rukh and Gauri. Tell me how that started, and because in the show there's a point when all three of them are like, she's been invited to Gauri's party. It was almost like they were unaware of how close you were to the Khans. Tell us about that.
Of course, Gauri invited me to her the dinner at Tori. Me being me, wanted to do another meeting before that.
Yeah.
So happily, I'm doing that meeting, and I arrive as usual on a little late, but at the right time.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to be the surprise. Like she hadn't told the girls that I'm coming, and she told me you have to be there. And my restaurant, which I have designed so beautifully, and she's a great interior designer, and I'm so proud of her. So I said, of course I'll be there, but I also did fix another meeting before that and after that. So when I walked in, she hadn't told anybody. Everybody was so surprised. I think Karan knew. I'm not sure, but rest everyone was like, yeah.
How would you, like I said, how did that friendship start with Gauri and
Sanjay,
Shah Rukh?
My husband Sanjay and Gauri were neighbors, and then Shah Rukh and Sanjay, they studied together in school and college. Then my son and Aryan, they went to university together. So we are more family friends, and Gauri's family is very, very close to me. Her brother, her sister-in-law, her mom, so when I got engaged, the first place, like before I got engaged, I actually went to meet Gauri's mother before I was even engaged.
Oh, wow.
So, and Sanjay said, like, this is my family, these are your in-laws. So, yeah.
How lovely that is. You, of course, attended just the Shah Rukh birthday. Was it always nice to go back to a place? Everybody talks about Shah Rukh being this absolutely beautiful human being, and so Gauri.
Yeah.
How do you look at, that family and him?
So Gauri's father was in the army, and she is so much like him. She's calm and she's so composed, and she takes care, like she's such a good human being. She's so amazing to her friends and her family and everybody. She's the most calmest person. Like if I'm next to her, I'll be like, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. And then I think why I like being with her, like when she and I are together, we totally understand each other. And she's a beautiful human being, and she gets it from her father, who I greatly admired and was very fond of him. And and Shah Rukh, of course, is like, he's so intelligent, he's so giving, he's wonderful to the children, like he loves all the kids, and of course Abram is the cutest.
Of course.
He's a real star. He's a star.
I want to know what they have to
star.
think of you in the show. Because they're
Gauri
friends.
has seen the episodes, like she's told me before. She's like, how will you do it? You don't talk and all, only what will you do? So I said, I don't know, let's see something.
People were really not expecting you to.
No, even my friends were like, what will you do? Like what are you going to do there? Like, you can't say like, Om Namah Shivaya and all that. Like, you can't be like, so I was like, guys, just like, let me be. And my son was like, you should not be taking architecture classes in history of architecture. You should be watching reality television. Now that's your homework. So I'm like, that's my homework, to watch reality television, to get tips.
What did you watch, Shalini?
No, I did. Then he said this should, and my son gave me a list of. He said, watch this, watch that.
What did you watch? What
One,
shows?
New York something. 2 episodes. Something Housewives of New
Yeah,
York
yeah,
something.
yeah.
In fact, I met her yesterday. She was staying in the hotel,
Of
Jessel.
course. Yeah, I actually interviewed
She's
Jessel.
Jessel Singh. In the evening, she came and met me. We met each other. And I saw it just for like an episode or two. And then I'm like, I am such an original.
Yeah.
I don't want anything like you isolate something,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's ice and you isolate
Yeah,
it with
yeah.
thermocol so that it stays ice. I said, I have to isolate. I said, I cannot be watching this because this will dilute me.
Yeah, because that's not who you are, na?
So because one, that's not who I am, and second, I'm just wondering that why would people be interested in other people's lives? Like why? I
Have
want
you
to know.
figured
Do
it
you
out
have
now?
not enough things to do in your own house? Like so I just couldn't understand that. And for me, I was like, listen, I'm like ice. I'm gonna stay in my thermocol.
I actually met her and she loves the show. I'm sure she told you about it,
Yes,
Giselle.
yes. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that.
Yeah, Real Housewives of New York has completely approved of the show.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
wonderful.
So glad for that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Shalini, you've been through your own journey, right? It's a journey to be
Yeah.
at this content or at this
Yeah.
place where you don't feel insecure or you don't feel sad all the time, right? You have worked on it to be in this place. It's
Yeah.
not easy.
Yeah.
You've had your own issues as well.
Of course.
And I feel like it'll be wonderful if you talk about it, because a lot of people who today look up to you will find the strength and draw a little bit of inspiration from how you arrived
Yeah.
at this.
So, the thing is that one has to keep moving. Like, I just see that anything that happens is a lesson. It's not the end of the world, it's not a defeat, it's just a lesson. Until you don't learn it, it'll keep happening to you. Right?
Yeah.
As soon as you learn the lesson, you can graduate to the next class. So life is a lesson. If your parents are protecting you, like I was brought up in a very protective home, like very, very protective home. But I had to learn life lessons. They protected me till a certain age, but and still you protect your family, your kids. Sanjay is protective, Robin is protective, but if till I don't learn the life lessons, I cannot graduate to the next level, whether the lesson I learn laughingly or cryingly, whether kicking or dancing, you have to learn that lesson. You have to accept what has happened. You have to ask yourself, what is the learning in this? Why did this happen to me? Did I manifest it? Did I orchestrate it in the way? Did my behavior attract it? And it's a lesson. I just think everything in life is a lesson and a learning, and nothing is wasted. No education is wasted. No relationship is wasted. You're always getting something and you're giving something.
Did you have to pull yourself out from bouts of depression?
Maybe. But I was always very active in doing a lot of things because I was scared. I saw a lot of, I don't think ever that was the case, but I used to get low and have periods, especially when I shaved my hair.
Yeah.
I would not go out. But that is because I was praying, and I would be like, because you shave your hair, you feel so pious that I didn't even feel like stepping into the washroom because I felt so pure and connected. But there were times where I saw friends, I met friends or who were in a similar state, and I said, you know what? It's something that can happen to a lot of women, especially men, of course, as well as we know it, children as well. So I said, I want to be in a perpetual state of happiness where this state cannot touch me. I want my body to be functioning. I don't want people to be, I want to be in a healthy state where I'm useful to people and not a liability. And I don't want to be this person who's like sad and whatever. And I never wanted to be that person because I saw a lot of people suffering that. And
The therapy must have helped you also, of course.
so therapy is basically for inner child and also like a life coach, and and the funny incidence is that there was this one about 6-8 months during the pandemic, and I told my therapist, listen, I want to be like a normal person. I want to go to lunches, I want to do like normal stuff. I don't want to do 10 things in a day. I just want to be. So we tried to do that for 5-6 months. I hated it. I said, I want to be me, I love me only, let's forget it. And she's like, thank God.
You're like, this is who I am.
This is who I am. It's like so much fun being me. Why would I want to be anyone else?
You brought up lunches, that was quite a discussion. For a
Yeah,
while.
apparently. The thing is, I don't eat. I don't eat like I don't eat a warm meal. My food is all raw and I don't like the day I'm mostly working. My workout starts at like 4 o'clock,
Yeah.
and I have to have probably properly digested my food by 2 2:30 to be able to work out. Otherwise, I cannot work out on a heavy stomach. So by 2:33, I should
Yeah.
have the food digest so I can start my workout at 4. So it's very
And you,
everything is very planned.
yeah, of course. And sorry, and you also wrap your dinner by 6:30 or 7.
7, 6, 7. Sometimes I start my class earlier by 3:30. Then
Like you were rightly saying some time ago, wellness is your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a one-off thing for you.
Yeah.
And also because, you know, you have, of course, you've been diagnosed with thalassemia minor and other health issues, and to manage that and live the way you have,
Yeah.
you have to have a certain.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did you kind of plan that out, and how is that going?
So I don't want to be the like the victim of my circumstances.
Of
I didn't
course.
want to be like the thing is that I saw a lot of friends who had similar family who had like similar, and it's not easy with age and with thalassemia, especially because your hemoglobin tops is like in a good day is like 8, 9, and that's how much is when of a person who's not well, and that's I can eat whatever I want, but it does remain that. So I hate to say it, but it's so much more effort for a person like me to be even cheerful, because you're like, if you're ill, no, then your hemoglobin, I would die to have a hemoglobin which is 11. Like I would be like,
No, like the fact that you're joking about it, but
like
no, I
Mahit
think
said,
hats
she's a
off.
vampire. Like I wish I really would be a vampire and
Yeah, and you're
suck out the
anemic, so I
blood.
mean it's something. But no, like I said, to keep on with it and stuff. So, if you don't mind me asking, how does your diet look like? How do you plan your day to kind of?
So it's I don't take any caffeine. A caffeine I only take like when I'm doing like back to back. I'm
Correct.
working like a really long day. Then I'll take something because caffeine is not good for calcium in the body and again the absorption of iron in the body. I take a lot of I take raw food because raw food is very easily digested.
Correct.
And you get the nutrients in the vegetables, green, red, beetroot, everything. And so I take a very rich iron diet. It's very focused on everything that I need to take. So that's why I'm not cooking it, because we are measuring what I'm taking and I'm having that rather than कि भिंडी बहुत अच्छी है 2 चम्मच और खा लो. That doesn't work because the thing is that you might not need so much green or you might need some. So that, and then it's like if I have to keep myself functioning, I have to keep myself healthy, I have to keep my workout, diet routine, sleep patterns. It's very important for me.
No, but hats off. The fact that
You
you've
have to,
maintained it.
if you have to be able to do for others, for the society, for your family, for
Yeah.
your kids, you have to be in a state where you can give happily.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you are not happy, you're just like passing through life and then
What's the point? Shalini, the other important facet of your personality also is the fact that you genuinely are real and honest about things the way you like it. Now that we've all seen the episodes, I'd like to decode it, where you were sitting and they were like, oh yes, of course, again Seema said you're gorgeous and and then the conversation about saying that, oh, it's great, you must give me a doctor's number, and you turn back say, sure, I will. That's the way you dealt with that situation. Tell me about that moment and how you look at this conversation, because it's kind of inspiring. Everyone's doing it. No one's really wanted, very few people openly talk about it, but that's okay.
The thing is that moderation and aesthetics are very important in the day and age that we are living today.
Yeah.
It's all visual, everything
Absolutely.
is visual. Also, like younger people, like people who are like 20, 22, actresses, models who are 20, 22. Also, I think what I was trying to tell Seema was like, yeah, sure, I have a dietitian, an Ayurvedic practitioner, and 4-5 dance teachers and a Pilates teacher. I said, I'll give you all the numbers you want. So
that's how you looked
it's
at that
how,
conversation.
that's how, and it's open to interpretation, so.
Was it easy to be that real, Shalini? Or was it difficult? Because out
See,
there people give you so many
not,
advices.
I'm not like, I don't think my face can lie. I don't think I can, even my body language can lie, you
That's
know.
true.
It's like I've gone to places. When I was in Varanasi, I just entered this place. We had to have lunch there, and I ran out. And I started like almost. I was so claustrophobic, and I ran out, and I was shivering. And the guide said that you felt the energy. I said, of course. I said, what was it? He said, this was a death house before. So he says, you are so connected that one step in, and I'm very, very, I cannot lie, I cannot fake. I feel that it's like, just like,
That's not who you
yeah, and
can
also
be.
our time is so limited on like fake and then do what? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like put up a pretext, pretend to be something, and I mean, we're just running. Like, look at, I've been at it since morning. You think I can pretend?
No, I don't think you can. The other beautiful part that people have always wanted to see is, and know, is about the love story with Sanjay, maybe your
Yeah.
husband. I feel like in the mash ball, when you make that glorious entry looking absolutely gorgeous, there were a lot of people who and saw your husband who's very simple, very sweet.
Yeah.
And they thought like this is so beautiful because you all have been married for so many years.
Yeah.
And they keep saying like it's so difficult, right? In this day and age, they say, to have relationships and love stories like that.
Yeah.
So we'd like to know yours.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people commented that, and I'm so surprised that people actually said that and they understood. They said, Shalini Passi is identical Sanjay Passi wrapped in designer wear.
Yeah.
This was one of the comments, which is actually so true because we both are so much alike.
Yeah.
We both are very simple at heart. We both are very loving, affectionate, giving. And we are very much into, he has his own, we travel together, we have our own life which is beyond all this. And we are so much, we don't go to parties, we don't make plans with other people. We, like to spend time with ourselves or, doing our own hobbies. Like he has a set of interests and both of us. So, I mean, even my son is like that, my son is a little more social than us. But I think it's been a beautiful journey and yeah.
It gives hope, right? To have a marriage that has lasted for so long and continues to be that
And
beautiful.
I think what is most important is that your relationships keeps changing because you are, when you get married, I was 20.
Yeah.
You evolve as a person. And I'm lucky to have Sanjay, who is someone he is with me on everything.
Yeah.
Like he's with me on everything. Like he knows, like, and that, like sometimes he'll tell me, sometimes I feel so scared when you come towards me with the paper because I like a child, like make a project. Like
So
if I have to
cute.
go somewhere, if I have to plan anything and I would like need a support. So I would say, this activity, this time frame, this is what I need, this is what is going to be, and I'm doing this. So he's like, okay, it's like a school kid, like this is what I'm doing, I'm just telling you.
But that's so fun. Like I was just
I
telling
do the
you.
paper because sometimes I forget only, and they say, but you never told me. I said, I forget now, I do a paper and I just...
But like I said, the sense of wonder in you is so wonderful in that way. To kind of the excitement that you have.
It's so important to keep the child alive in you. I've met, I think in my life, I've met a lot of people who have sort of had this, older people especially.
Yeah.
And, they had this life in them. So many artists, they're like children.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't lose it. So if they can't lose it, why should I lose it,
Absolutely. So well put. What did Sanjay think of the show?
Sanjay hasn't seen it yet.
No.
And we were supposed to watch it together, but I've been on the move. Sanjay hasn't seen it yet. He's very happy about everybody calling him, all his friends, his family, lots of writers, lot of people from all over the world reaching out to him, people's friends reaching out to their friends and saying. So he's quite happy. He's happy about it. He's happy that it's panned out well.
Okay, now the big question is, shall we just put it to the rest, the fact that the mash ball versus the party that was thrown here?
The meeting with Saif, definitely. You tell me. Why don't you answer this question?
As in,
You answer this question, please. Would you go to the mash ball or would you go and meet Saif? I want you to answer this right now.
Saif or Bhavna's party?
The rage room. I was very scared in the rage room.
Smash ball versus the rage room.
The rage room was the entire concept was like very not for me. It was like, my God, like I've actually, like, you know, my son, we sometimes would work on recycled furniture and recycled furniture made from recycled auto parts. So we are like, I'm an artist. Like I think of things like this camera, if I remove it and if I pull the parts apart, I can make a beautiful lamp out of it, or a little table, or a cami, or like a for a candle stand. So artist minds think very differently, and I hope all my artist friends forgive me if I've made any mistakes while speaking for the community.
But I don't think so. I think they're all very proud of you.
They've actually seen, all of them have seen.
I'm sure they're very proud of you.
They're watching it, they're messaging me, they're so proud of you, so proud of you. All the artist friends are like, oh my God. And so actually the entire artist community has seen it. I'm so happy.
How
that
lovely.
My artist friends have seen it from all over the world, other art collectors from the world, museum representatives, art curators.
What did your Guruji tell you? The one from who teaches you song and dance?
So my Guruji, he teaches me bhajans. I used to practice a lot with him before the pandemic. Correct. But once I got Omicron, it affected my little bit, the strength of the lungs and all that. And so, and I told him that, you know, I have to, maybe I might be singing. He says, madam, आपने तो क्लास नहीं ली है 1.5 साल में, आप बिल्कुल नहीं गा सकते.
मेरे स्टूडेंट.
No, he said, नहीं, आप बिल्कुल नहीं क्लास ले सकते, आप अपना रियाज करेंगे हम 10 दिन, फिर आप लेना. तो ऐसे सर, पर मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है क्योंकि वो बॉल चल रहा है, फिर शूटिंग है, तो हिसाब कैसे गा सकते हो, मेरे स्टूडेंट्स तो इंडियन आइडल में जाते हैं, मेरा तो इतना नाम है, तो ऐसे मास्टर जी अब बस यही है. So then later, after the shooting, little bit relaxed, and I was taking few classes, because also vocal training is very different than physical training. You have to rest your throat. You have to not take cold water. I love sour things. You know, I'll have so much nimbu in and all my food is raw. And you know, raw food also affects the. So he was, and then when the show came out, he said, "आपने जिराफ को तो बहुत अच्छा गाया था." He said, जिराफ के time आपने ठीक गाया था. And then he's been coming to me for some other classes, and you know, so.
What were you thinking the reactions will be? I want to ask you this question. Post the show, you know, like what?
No, I thought like the thing is that I wear clips because. I wear clips because I don't color my hair, and it's just a lot of black hair, and this is my natural color, and I don't cut it because I donate it and stuff. So I thought like clips are not cool and all, but I said, listen, this is me, I want to wear the clips, I feel happy when I wear it.
Why not?
And I do wear it otherwise also. So I wasn't like, I wasn't expecting that people would love it so much. And you know, and also like everything is like a little message to me, the quirky bags, the shape of the bags or the eyes, and so everything is also a little message or a note. Like, you know, being an artist, I can just get lost in the details.
How lovely.
You know, so that's what makes me happy. Things which are beautifully crafted, and you know, like all this is like handmade, and it's just like some artist's work for like I don't know how many hours. So that gives me joy. Like I said, I like things more than people.
How lovely. And in things she means the artist's work. See, this can be misconstrued, like thinking like you're materialistic. But I think what you mean is that...
Yeah, obviously, because can't say such long lines or whatever.
Of course.
Editing, everything gets... A lot of things get removed in editing and stuff.
But tell me, is there some... Towards the end, what is one, you know, because Karan mentioned about the fact that a particular scene getting edited out and stuff like that, were there more things that you would have hoped they could have shown from your part, or were you happy overall?
I think there was this wonderful segment which I had curated a show at the FDCI in Delhi, the Fashion Week. It was 7 artists and 7 designers doing collaborative work. So it was like first of its kind, 7 important artists and 7 important designers coming together to create a collection, which was phenomenal. We did record it, but I think there was no space for it. So I think that was something which was quite phenomenal. because it's like two creative fields coming together.
Yeah.
And we had Pratap and Mithu as one pair, Human and Start Art, so like that. JJ Valaya with Vasco.
Fantastic. Before I come to my last segment, Shalini, you'll have to tell me. I'm sure there have been a lot of interesting people from the entertainment sector reaching out to you for collaborations, or I don't know, maybe more reality shows, series, anything. Tell me, what are you open to? Because you're an artist.
So I don't do collaborations because, like, first of all, like if I took someone's clothes, I would like cut it and make it on my own. They would not allow that. I like to like I don't really collaborate on stuff, and I don't like to do ads and all. But like whatever, like I like little like what I make little bit from the acting fees goes to UNICEF 100%.
Yeah, the whole
To,
Bollywood Wives is going to go. You're donating it to UNICEF.
So my share.
Yeah, of course.
And it goes to UNICEF India, and we have this village in Bihar, Purnia, which is next to the, Purnia.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So such a beautiful village, like really beautiful, green, and so I was there in August. I was there for a week. So all the proceeds go there.
How beautiful.
100%. Even from the ball, the proceeds went to UNICEF India to that particular project. I'm open to doing things, but I'm not an actress, so I don't know. Maybe I can just keep playing myself. That would be the easiest thing to do for me.
Because you've gotten so much love.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be people who'll be interested.
I would love to do like a film set in pre-partition era.
Ooh.
And I love the clothes and the hair, and I think I could do something like that, like play like a secret person who like sympathizes with the Indian freedom movement, and actually like a socialite who's actually like entertaining the British but is totally against them.
What do you think of Hira Mandi?
I thought
because you said this, I'm like, let me ask.
Yeah, but it was like when you're watching Hira Mandi, you cannot stop watching.
Yeah.
What I think like Sanjay Leela Bhansali is a perfectionist, but what I feel is that when I see Pakiza or when I see color, I felt the color was missing. Maybe there's something to him that it denotes something for him.
Yeah.
Maybe there was just one tone, and except for that yellow song, that everything else was just that same tone. And for me, like I love like pops of colors, like even like Savarya for me was like his masterpiece, because I love Savarya.
It was a blue.
Oh my God, when I'm in Venice, I can only sing songs from Savarya because it reminds me. And that blue color, that blue in Savarya just stays with you,
Yeah.
So that particular, like each of his movie has a color.
Color
like
palette.
Devdas could be green maybe. For me, Devdas would definitely be green. For Savarya would be blue, So like for that other Ram Leela would be like red. So that there's a certain kind of, I think a thought process. Maybe there's a thought process behind the color choice of Hira Mandi.
Yeah.
And
But you're open to the idea of taking up acting roles?
Yeah, but they have to see if I can like act, no?
Sure.
Because I'm so also erratic and random. I'll be saying different lines for each day.
I think it'd be wonderful to see it. I feel like if they tell you you're a dedicated artist, I feel like, I don't know, can happen, right?
Yeah, but
Why
like
not?
never say never. Also, I'm all in for new experiences. Cinema and OT is such a powerful medium.
It is.
It's such a powerful medium. I do want to explore it to like, further our, my cause for supporting Indian art and supporting my philanthropy projects. So like if it's giving me more eyeballs, if it's giving me more strength, then definitely I would do it. Because, I think for me it's like one thing feeds into another thing, and
I feel like your son is someone that you always get emotional about, but also feels like he's your rock.
Totally.
Is he your most honest critic? And
oh my God, like how?
Yeah?
Like most honest critic. He's like, what are you doing? Why are you reading this book? This is not your homework anymore. Your homework is watching reality television. You should be doing that.
Is he protective about you as well?
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, he is very protective. He's also like, he's Also, like, you know, like his friends, they really admire me sometimes. So he'll come and tell me.
How sweet.
And sometimes he'll tell me that he's like, you're too soft on everyone. You're too easy. I said, but I'm not. he's like, please look around you. These people, like, you know, he's like telling me, you know, he's telling me, you know this, you know that. He's like fully like.
Absolutely.
When he was a kid, when he was small, he used to call up my mother and say, your daughter has lost it. You know what she's done now?
He does that?
Yeah, not
Too cute.
anymore. But when
Yeah.
he was a kid, you know, you know what she did? You know what she did? So it's like.
But that's beautiful. Okay, now for some fun questions. Some more fun questions, Shalini. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What is a misconception that people have about you who don't know you? And which is obviously not true.
I love it when they have misconceptions about me. It is so amazing when my friends will come and say, listen, my friends will come and say, you know, my friend told me, listen, you're friends to Shalini Passi, but isn't she a snob?
Do you?
Isn't they? Yeah, but they'll come and tell my friends,
Ah.
like, isn't she a snob? How is she? Is she like so arrogant? My friend's like, totally arrogant. You better not message her, because my friends know that if I get friendly, I'll be over friendly and I'll be messaging them
So
back.
cute.
And sometimes my friends are like, listen, don't talk to so many people. I was like, why? He said, because then our importance become less.
Oh.
Because we want to be important. I was like, what is this? Then I should be rude. He's like, yeah, you should maintain that ice maiden look. Everyone should stay far from you. Only we want to get to know you. We don't want anybody coming close to you.
From the show, among the ladies, who do you think you can call your almost closest friend, and one that you think are least connected to?
So I think I really connected with Seema very well. I would love to connect with Neelam because I really admire her and she's such a strong person.
Yeah.
And Bhavna is very spiritual and kind, and you know, she's very sensible, so she'll say the right thing, which is also very important. Maheep also is like during the shoot she really helped me, she was very kind to me. And of course Kalyani and Riddhima, like my friends, my teammates, so
All of them. Okay. Delhi versus Mumbai.
Yeah.
Who do you think throws the best parties?
Delhi, I think. No?
Delhi, I think.
You tell me.
I think only because I'm here, I must say, I can't forget the match ball. So maybe I'm giving it to Delhi for
Then
now.
Come for the next one.
100% you have it. I love your house that they've shown because I saw some art pieces and I'm like, whoa. So it's one of the most artistic things. Do people come and tell you that we can stay here just to admire the pieces that you've collected?
Yeah, that also. Then all the artists love it, and you know, people from around the world, artists, curators, sometimes like even students from art universities, like I give them like a lecture tour or like,
While art is priceless, what is the most expensive piece of art that Shalini has bought, and why?
My most expensive piece of art would be a painting my son made for me. That's most precious. It's on my bedside and it's so precious to me.
How sweet. That is amazing.
That is the most precious to me. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. You have an envious collection of bags that we've all seen, and they're all a piece of work in themselves.
Yeah.
Tell me a few that are in the limited edition that you absolutely love and why. And you would never give that to anyone.
I have material things, but I'm not a materialistic person, I think. I would be okay to part with anything.
How sweet, you would
like
be.
I've shaved my hair, so like what do you think? Like, do I think I care?
Yeah, you
like,
couldn't. But so there's nothing that you're very possessive about saying, nahi, ye mujhe...
Us time ke liye, like I like it because I'm in that zone where I'm in a... Also, I have different personalities. Like, I'm this personality. We're like, theek hai, but like, is there. If it has to be something else, it's fine, you know.
Love it. Who, according to you, is the true fashionista in the show?
I think Kalyani had very good fashion sense.
And a lot of people have said it's you as well. So
I think I was just having fun.
Really?
I was just having fun. I just wanted to have fun. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. A rumor about yourself that makes you laugh. It has to be a ridiculous, silly one. That's a very funny, that when you hear it, you're like, Arey?
Every rumor about me is true.
Huh?
Sab kuch sach hai.
You want it to be. You're like,
Sab
good.
kuch sach hai.
So if there is
Jo maanna hai, maan lo. I'll do that also.
What's the last funny thing you heard about yourself? Like a funny sort of a thing?
I think Maheep said that I'm Dracula. No, what did she say? I'm a vampire.
Vampire.
Like, I would love to be like, at least then I can drink blood and and get my hemoglobin up.
Oh
or
God,
something
poor
like
thing.
that. You know, like
Your attitude in life is so beautiful. Like apne illness ko also you're dealing it with so. I think it's wonderful. Okay, if there's one actor that you would love to work with, who would that be and why?
Audrey Hepburn, no?
Oh wow.
Yeah. We all would love to work
Okay,
with
someone
her,
from
of
Bollywood
course.
now.
Someone, Rekha ji.
Oh, yeah, she's
Yeah.
forever iconic.
I love her.
Who, according to you, in Bollywood, you just seen enough, has the most effortlessly stylish clothes or is effortlessly stylish?
I think Shah Rukh.
Ah.
He can look amazing, anything from jeans to a jacket, and just he's just effortless, and so are his children, and so is Gauri. I think that whole family just is so like so effortless. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
A talent that you have that nobody else still knows, because people know that you can sing, dance, paint, you're a fantastic art collector and beyond. But what is it that someone doesn't know? What's a talent that the world doesn't know about Shalini Passi?
I can cook. I can horse ride.
Yeah, it's scuba dive we know.
Scuba dive. Yeah, of course. What else?
You can horse ride as well.
Yeah. I can skate. I can do ice skating. I can ski.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But obviously, I'm not like always skiing, so I'm not like I go season to season, so I have to practice before I
Of course.
hit the slopes.
We talk about life's beautiful moments. What, according to you, is one of your most wonderful moments in life because you believe in living experiences?
Yeah, I think the most wonderful experience for me was we were in Maldives and we were diving, scuba diving, and me and my son saw these clams, which are these big, shells and clams on the riverbed, and I'm like, oh my god, like Robin, that's so beautiful. Like when I came, I was like obsessing, and then he went searching for them. He was very little. He was like 6-7 years old. He went searching for clams, and he actually found it.
It's beautiful.
And he found like a shell which was that big, and you're not supposed to, coral you're supposed to remove, but it was like a shell.
Yeah.
And he was a kid, and he carried it back from around the.
How lovely.
So that was the most beautiful memory.
If you had to describe Shalini in 3 words, what 3 words would you choose and why?
I think eclectic,
Okay.
eccentric, and effective maybe.
How nice. I love that. They always say that we look for in our life partner the qualities that we know that we
don't
want
have,
to live
that we
with.
don't have.
That we don't have anyone to live with also, right?
Yeah.
What are those qualities? And of course, you have found the man.
Yeah, I told my parents I want someone who doesn't drink, smoke, and gamble, and I say I also want someone who chases me and who I don't have to chase.
And that exactly happened for you.
Yeah.
I'll end it with, is there a manifestation that you think has worked?
Listen, I have to actually sometimes feel very afraid of thinking things because they come true.
Really? But good things, right?
Good things, yeah, but sometimes unwanted things also. It'll be like unwanted things like just a spur of, oh, I wish I had this, and suddenly it'll be like, okay, I should have asked this. So I'm very, very careful if I, giving any good or bad energy, because I really believe that what I say, it comes true.
I am going to have
a conversation.
very
conscious about it.
I'm going to have a conversation about you manifesting something for me post this, which I can't tell in front of the camera. But thank you, it's been wonderful. Thank you for giving me so much time.
Thank you for having me.
It's been wonderful. Thank you for staying as real and honest as you are.
Thank you.
And we love you so much, Shalini.
Thank you so much.
We're looking forward to the next season.
Yes.
And I'm sure that's going to happen, right? So
Hopefully. We'll have to wait and watch.
We have to wait and watch. But Shalini is going to be in the next season. You'll have to tell us that for all your fans.
Of course.
Yay!
If it's happening, then yeah, you'll all know.
We'll all know very soon.
We'll have to wait and watch.
Congratulations, and we are looking forward to what you're going to do next.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.